Right, welcome to this review for another 3 battle mats by Gamemat.eu. They're brand new mats that have been released, so we'll take a look at all 3 of them here in this video. The first one is called Wastelands. It's a 6x4 battle mat here, just showing you a whole view of how the mat looks. So made from this mouse mat material here, so same kind of material used on mouse mats. You've got a rubber backing here, quite a thick material, lays out nice and flat, and then like a velvety finish cloth on top with the design printed on. So you can see it there. It's 6x4, so perfect for games of Warhammer 40,000. That's just giving you a view of it there. It rolls out nice and flat, so all you need is a nice gaming surface. I'm actually using 2 battle mats turned upside down here with a nice black finish underneath, and then laying the mat out on top. So that's a nice setup to have as well for your game. So there it is. We'll zoom in here and take a closer look at the detail on this particular mat. So it's like a cracked landscape here, so multiple textures being used, but united in the same kind of shading here on this one. So it's not quite desert. You can add foliage and scrub on top, or you can keep it just rocks and sand. Sort of a multi-use, this one. No markings on it to show that it's futuristic, so you can use it for historical games, fantasy games, no problem at all. So that's the details for this one. So Wastelands is the first battle mat. There's the details just there. So pretty good one, this one. Sort of a basic sort of design here, which is useful. We can put it into multiple different terrain setups, so a useful mat to have. We'll take a look at the second mat now. Right, then the next mat is something entirely different. This one is called Imperial Base, so very futuristic design on this one. So it's got like a blue shade to it, like a colder sort of look here, like an Imperial Base, sort of a landing pad, kind of sort of reminds me of Star Wars a little bit here, but you can imagine we're just thinking of terrain setups for this one here. Imperial bastions and Aegis defence lines, anti-aircraft guns, flak towers, and then ammunition crates and boxes and barrels. I think it would all look very good on this mat as well. But there it is, again, 6x4, made from this nice mouse mat material. Very nice detail work on this one. We'll zoom in a moment, just swing around here so you can see the rest of the design. So you can imagine like a busy spaceport with lots of cargo and so on being stacked up here. I'd imagine that would look pretty good terrain set up on here. So you can just see the details. We'll zoom in here and take a closer look. So just some of the details. You can see the piping there. It's also some in the middle. It's nice work with the details. There you can see vents and so on. And then these zones sort of edged out with red and white chevrons along there, and exhausts and vents dotted all across as well. So it's a nice one, that one. Been thinking of different ideas for this, but kind of an Imperial Base and cargo and flak towers and so on, I think would look good on this particular design. So there it is. So it's called Imperial Base 6x4 mat, and this is another one of the new designs the Gamemat.eu have produced. So we'll take a look now at the third and final design. Right, so this last design, again, something entirely different here. It's a nice variety coming in from Gamemat.eu. This one's called Winter Realm. So again, no markings for futuristic on this one, so you can use it for 40k. I can imagine Lord of the Rings would look nice on here as well, historical games. Also, even I'm thinking bolt action, and if you've painted up your models for winter fight, they'd look particularly good on this terrain as well. So very atmospheric, this one. But again, it's a nice sort of basic designs that you can add all sorts of different terrain on top. So road markings here, then a central sort of open area, and then it really is a circle just running around with just different exit points for roads just there. So very atmospheric piece of terrain, this one, or battle mat. So nicely done there. And again, it's 6x4, this new Winter Realms design. So that's that third and final battle mat. They are a nice job here from Gamemat.eu. They come with carry cases as well, so that you can roll them up and store them away. I'd recommend that you do roll them up and store them correctly. Don't let them have folds and creases in there, so that when you roll them out they lay out dead flat. You want a nice gaming surface like a table, and then what we've done here is laid out 2 mats upside down, and that gives you a nice black base just there to then roll a mat out across. And it means just around the edges here when you're playing the game, the rules and dice and spare miniatures and so on can go around the edge. That's a nice configuration to go for. But there it is, Winter Realm here, and then the other 2 mats as well, and you can check those out at Gamemat.eu. They do ship all across the world. They're based in Europe, but they do offer international postage on all of their battle mats. They do terrain as well, different resin sets and so on, to add some battlefield accessories to your games as well. But that's the review for those 3 mats. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.